Ooh. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Onlyfigs, actually on Wednesday nights. I am your host, Mr. Modern Toy Fair, and I am joined by the founder of the Neck Illuminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator of pre-orders, the scissor of scissors? I don't know what we're doing here. Mrs. Modern Toy Fair, Jarmar_Games. But that's not all. I am also joined by the man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over. The man Optimus Prime popped and he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the Master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking this show off the rails, Nate.
Can we add the shit talker of Super 7?
Oh my god. Super 7 shit poster.
Yeah. Which is not even true because I like them as a company. They make the best.
Oh, I thought we lost you for a second there. Yeah, it just cracked me up that person was very upset with you for saying they were just larger versions. And like the worst part is like that was the only comment that was coming at you. I had people coming at me like left and right in the comments last week, and I was just like bobbing and weaving. I almost did a whole bit where I was dressed as Rocky this week had I not remembered that I was poor. Oh man. All right. So we kind of have to address an elephant in the room. We put out a little
again
another elephant. What the?
This is the second elephant in the room tonight. Jamar and I busted our ass to clear out the first one, and goddamn.
Yeah, this one's a big one though because we may or may not have put out a quick little like 5 to 10 minute video last week saying, "Hey, Onlyfigs will be on Saturday's charity stream with Dave Wonder," and that was the intent. 100%. Dave's stream got a little crazy, and some people stuck around longer than originally planned. So we did have to kind of pivot, and we just kind of hung out and talked about toys, which it was a blast. Don't get me wrong.
Really great.
But we got to be amongst people. I mean, industry professionals, people who have been around this hobby a long time, a lot more well known than us. So that was cool. Yeah, it's one of the first times where I was like,
yeah, I kind of thought like, what the fuck am I doing here? This dude works for. Did he work for Super 7?
I'm pretty sure he runs it.
Okay.
No, that wasn't the guy who runs it.
Oh, I thought that was the guy who ran it because he was.
No, that's
like he was...
Brian Flint.
Okay.
No, he. But he did work for Super 7. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing here?
I started yelling at him about the turtle figures being the same as Playmates. It was a whole thing.
It was funny because literally the day before we had an episode where you say we talk about that and you say that, and then we were on a live stream with him. It was real weird. You guys are 10 more entertaining. Oh, that's so sweet. Said so we were 10 more times entertaining than anyone in that stream.
Aw.
So the check cleared then. It seems like.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure.
Usually the PayPal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jamar was having PayPal issues for a while, so you never know.
Yeah, it came through me. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, so we are back, and it's gonna be a massive episode. So strap in because we have 2-ish weeks of purchases.
Do we?
I mean, technically,
hey, you're overselling.
You know what? I'll oversell it for myself. I have probably the biggest weekly purchases I've had all year.
That's fair.
I have at least 15 things.
I have exactly what I would have shown off on Saturday, which besides one thing would have been exactly what I showed off last Wednesday. So
that reminds
not
me,
a great week for me.
I forgot to ask while we were recording. Did you buy Eternia?
I did.
I assumed you did. But Mohor was asking, and I was like, I feel like he did, even though...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
in fact, I already got charged for it. Like,
wow, they didn't even wait.
As soon as they hit the 5,000, boom, charged. So it was like a week.
They were like, we aren't even going to wait.
Like, yeah, and then what was the real bummer is like then on like because you had to be within like the first 7 days at that time to get the King Grayskull, so I did it like on the 6th day, and then they had hit it, so I got charged, and then after that they opened up all the payment plan options.
Oh, that sucks.
So yeah,
I mean that makes sense though. They don't want to give out like the exclusive figure with the payment plan.
Yeah, I guess my credit card allows me to do because like. my credit card was like, "Hey, this is a big purchase. You want to do that in monthly, installments?" And I was like, "Yes, I do."
Isn't that how all credit cards are?
No, interest free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was very confused. I'm like, that's kind of the premise of a credit card is you.
It actually takes.
Okay.
It actually takes like a large purchase and then breaks it down, and then you don't have to pay the interest on it.
That's surprising.
So it was nice.
You gotta finish it. You gotta finish.
Yes.
Because if not, you get fucked.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Because then they'll charge you any interest that you would have.
Yeah.
100%.
Jake says, "Look at Nate being responsible." Kind of. I'm like, well, I don't think it was by choice.
Yeah, that's one of those weird things where it's like I don't know. Like I didn't even think to like give my wife a heads up. I just was like, well, it's Eternia. She'll know. Like when it shows up in 3 years or whatever. Like, because I pay for that shit by like getting rid of stuff or HJ's in the park, whatever.
I don't know how I know. Don't know, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, is this why you guys could be on the show together a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Did you make eye contact, Jarmar? You know you're not supposed to do
this
that.
This is actually what happened to my PayPal
you
account.
never look.
There's too many friends and family transfers.
Mm-hmm.
Very large amounts.
Yeah.
Like, why have you sent friends and family payments of $300 to the same person in the last 3 hours?
I got Eternia paid for. Coming. I got his tank paid for. I got my Deathsaurus already paid for. So.
Oh man. Anyway, let's get on to the numbers game.
Oh yeah.
Boom!
It's funny because when we were gonna be on the we were on the stream, but when we were gonna do this on the stream, I even was gonna be like, "Well, Dave, you get to be a part of the numbers game this week and have him choose the number and have it for the first time Nate would have been included in it." But then things got out of hand, so maybe next time. He did invite us to be on Rippin' and Grippin', so maybe we'll go. Did you miss that part of the conversation?
No, the name of the show, I thought that was just for Nate only.
Oh no, that's Jesus Christ. Oh my God, what have I done? Anyway, what's our number range, good. Nate?
That was good. 1 through 100.
Oh, you say 1 through 1?
Dude, please at some point do 1 through 1, and we are like, 1 through 2, and we have to do like some
decimals,
crazy ass decimals.
Yeah,
because that would make me happy. I'd be happy.
Oh man.
I will give you guys one hint. It's an appropriately chosen number for this week, kind of.
I'm actually gonna Google something real quick here.
Okay, do it. I don't think you're on the right path, but
now I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like I had a number picked, and now I'm not picking it because I don't know what I'm.
Oh, that can't.
Just go with your gut.
That my gut is very no.
Okay.
Very appropriate for this week.
For this week, sort of.
Oh no, sort of. You can't take it back now.
Tomorrow's over here like googling like what numbered movies
is everyone playing at home as well?
Well, Mohorb has put his number in. Usually Jake puts his number in, but he's being a slacker. Douglas Adams Day. Oh, they're having a conversation about maybe 5. Okay. What Wes put his.
Wait.
Oh, I didn't think about that. But that doesn't really work.
I've already chosen it, and I'm not going to change it. So what are they saying?
Well, I want to say, well, Jarmar, have you chosen? Because I've chosen mine. Mine's written down.
Oh yeah, mine's already written down.
Okay.
I went in a different complete. I thought you had an iPad.
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, we've been making tons of money, and I've just left you out. I've got an iPad now.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, fuck you.
I'm just saying. I wouldn't tell you.
But no, Jake said the 5th of November.
Oh, okay, good catch, but that's not it.
All right. Now remember,
did somebody say something about Douglas Adams Day though?
Yes.
Because this is directly related, but that's not why I chose it. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
After we do the number, I need to know what is the significance of 5th November.
Okay.
Who the fuck is Douglas? what?
Yeah, I don't know the second one, but the fact that you don't know the first one is depressing. Remember, mine is backwards for you because it has to be
that is a little
Twitch.
distressing.
It's gonna be super obvious, I'm assuming.
All right, ready? 3.
So, ready?
Oh,
2?
I'm using purple and the dates on there.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what fucking Mulhorb chose. 42.
But hey, I won, and I feel
so
like that
yeah.
was...
So for
I don't even know
for
what your number. What was your number, Jamar?
40.
Okay,
I put 40th because I was thinking, I don't know, you were excited about Eternia.
So I mean, Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda Forever comes out this week. That's what I was thinking. I didn't
that's
even
what
realize.
I was trying to figure out something for that. I was like, I don't know what could correlate to that because I'm like, he's not gonna choose the number 2.
We did 21 Bridges too.
We could have, which might be next week. I didn't realize it was Douglas Adams Day. So Douglas Adams is the writer and creator of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which in that story
is
they
42 is the
answer to the life universe and everything.
Yes.
So which I've recently been rewatching the BBC production of The Hitchhiker's Guide, which is really good in itself, although super cheap.
Jake
really
does want to make sure to specify that day is in May. That is not.
Oh,
yeah,
it's way off. But either way, I just thought it was funny that they brought it up.
Yeah,
because that's the number I chose.
Yeah, Jamar.
Yeah, 5th of November is Guy Fawkes Day.
Yeah,
it's also V for Vendetta.
Oh, okay.
Remember
so
that 5th of November.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Which actually, okay. So I'm just gonna get mine right out the way. So
you go first. That's how it works.
Yes.
Well, no, I mean like really quickly. Story time. I met Michael in a parking lot. He gave me an unlabeled bag. I gave him, some money through the internet, and then
I've also done this.
I've opened these.
So okay. I was confused.
It's only been like 6 days.
Well, because you have to remember the last time we went in a parking lot, you gave me my weekly purchase.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, no, it went the other way. You gave me a unmarked bag, and I gave someone else money. I gave your pimp money.
I just have Miss Marvel herself, Kamala Khan, and that little amazing pose. Look at the cape. Just look at the scarf. On that. The only thing that bugs me with this is it really doesn't look exactly like her.
It seems to be a thing with the female characters because her and Kate Bishop both are the same way. Like the young
something to do with the TV
female
show.
Characters.
Oh, because it's okay. Maybe
because her and Kate Bishop both they do not look like the actresses at all.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's bums me out because I would just take an action figure of literally just her, not in a creepy way, but she's just like the perfect MCU actress.
Yeah, well, because she's obsessed with it like the rest of us.
I know. She just has like the perfect personality for the show, and you can't help but to be excited when she's excited. So I have the Kamala Khan. Looks really cool, and then also going along with my MCU. I don't know where I've seen this at. MCU,
I've heard it before, so you're now.
So now I'm just rolling with it because that's basically what all my other characters are. But I have. Oh, I can't fit it in frame because it's so big. I have the SheHulk here.
She said.
Just as like a comparison, real quick though. Again, I think I showed you guys this earlier, but this is Kamala Khan sitting next to her. This is like McFarlane size like figure, and I just fucking love that.
I feel like she should borderline be shorter because Kamala Khan's a child, and SheHulk's supposed to be like 8 feet tall.
That's fair. That is very fair.
So Kamala Khan's too tall because I feel like if you put her next to like any dude figure, she probably scales properly. Like if you put her next to Black Panther, she's probably like an inch or two taller.
That's on the other side of the room.
Oh, so I was just trying to think of dude figures you'd have from the MCU, and that was really
no, she wouldn't be taller than. Right? She wouldn't be taller than.
She'd be shorter than T'Challa, so therefore.
I thought you said taller.
No, I'm saying she's too tall. She's too tall, and SheHulk would be about a foot or two taller than T'Challa, so therefore.
Oh, in real life.
Yeah, in canon, not like in figure, she'd be an inch or two to represent that.
Okay. I was like, what are we talking about here? Okay, I got you. But yeah, so these are still otherwise just really, really great characters. Or great characters, but also great figures. Really cool. I like it. Again, give me a just a courtroom version.
Yeah, I'm down for I'm down for the fucking finale version where it's her in that costume, but it's just Jen.
This Jen,
Yeah.
yeah, the smasher of Wald's bad endings, and sometimes Matt Murdock.
Yep.
God,
that's so fucking good.
That's my weekly purchase. Oh my god, that could have been an extreme big spoiler. What do you mean that's a lie?
I'm pretty sure I brought you something that was supposed to be a purchase, but ended up just giving it to you for reasons that we won't disclose. Unless you showed it off 2 weeks ago. But I thought I gave it to you recently.
About that.
Yeah.
He migrated to the actual shelf now.
Oh.
It wasn't in that kind of like, I'm here.
You weren't saving him?
Yeah. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, had to reach all the way down to my anime shelf because this weekly purchase is a mixture of V1 / superheroes Piccolo. So
nice.
Michael did some surgery to his Piccolo to make it a little bit more accurate, and because I remember that I'm poor too, I was like, absolutely, you know what? Fuck it, I'll take it. That was pretty cool. I did some bartering, and he allowed me to keep the cape. Right?
Yeah. That was? Well, I mean, you asked about it, and I'm like, yeah, you can take it because I've got the cloth good ones, but I'm like, you're not getting his turban then because I need that. That
is true. That's fair. That's fair. But I just wanted it because you have the little stand.
It's already after he went.
Up. I just wanted to like be like him throwing it.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's ironically what he's doing on my shelf is he's throwing that and the cape off while like posing for the special beam cannon.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. But right now he's just in generic pose because I need to get more stands. All my fucking characters, all the things I have need stands. Fucking annoying. But yeah, that is officially. Yeah, because I already showed up to play Playmate's last run. That was the week before.
Yes, right? That was 2 weeks ago before we had that mishap where we jumped the gun.
And it's just completely random. I'm wasting time. But did I show off Okoye?
No.
Okay. Well, I have that. I missed that the week before because she's on the show.
So how different is it? Do you have the original?
I did not. So I thought I did, but then I was looking like, holy shit, I don't even have her. So the only thing that I could say, like, attest to it is a like replica of her face. Like it is extremely accurate.
The old one was good too. I had her at one time. I bought like all the figures when I saw them, but I ended up taking them back and only keeping Namor because the other ones were so close, with the exception of what's her name. And I don't mean that as disrespect. I just don't remember her name.
With the
Shuri?
Yes. No, because they didn't come out with Shuri.
We're talking about she had the green.
Yeah.
The Namor-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Everett Ross was, I think, almost literally exactly the same. And like that was a pisser because like that's a Build-A-Figure piece, and I already have that.
So here's the thing: the box does say that it is a legacy.
The legacy, yeah. That's an even bigger ripoff. Yeah, I was pissed about that.
Legacy, yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with it because I want it just because I like the actor, and I'm just gonna have.
Well, are you gonna keep the piece?
The Build-A-Figure piece? No.
Yeah. Can I have it, or we can trade it, or whatever?
Have it.
Okay, because I don't need to buy them again.
We'll trade it because you were going to give me those web effects, so there we go.
Yes, I have them sitting right here for you still.
Boom, deals just made on the show. Those are all my purchases, by the way.
We don't.
So I've wasted like
wheel and deal.
15 minutes.
That's right.
On 3 things.
You did. That was impressive. We are going to be here till midnight. Real quick before I take my turn, Jarmar should start a business to go to hoarders' houses and help them clean up by throwing away all their toy accessories.
So funny thing.
It would help me
probably
out
just
a
help
ton.
all like hoarders in general because I have a very strong policy of outside of my
Does
figures.
it bring you joy?
It's not even that. Did I use it in the last 30 days?
Wow, 30 days?
I'm just saying.
That's bold.
My wife hates it.
Dude, I got.
But
I would have nothing.
30 months.
Throw away of a lot of things.
Throw away of everything.
I don't know. I could, if I wasn't so into collecting old toys and plastic, I'd probably be a minimalist. But that's kind of tough to be.
Wow, I'm impressed. That's crazy.
Oh, Jake wants to know, Nate, is there any of the figures that you want from the Conchu wave? Because he ordered the whole wave. I'm buying the Wu figure.
I think I want all of those eventually, but I
Okay.
also want the Conchu. So
That's
I
fair.
appreciate that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I'm buying Kevin Wu for him, and Jamar's trying to convince him to sell him. He remains, but we'll see if that works for him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shirtless.
so I have a pretty elaborate one. However, there's one thing I will save to the end because it was promised for Dave's stream, and I didn't get to show it off there, so that will be saved till after Nate's done.
Oh, we will.
Oh,
be
okay.
here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
I'll go through mine pretty quickly.
the first thing is this is Jamar's fault, really. I have these two Nendoroids from Among Us, the crewmates.
Nice.
And I like that you can like take the body off and put the little bones, so he's been like murdered. I do hope that they do more because I'd love to have a purple one, but if not, I'm perfectly happy with these two. There is a third one that's red, but I didn't want the red one.
So what's funny about those is, yeah, they're Nendroids, but they look just like Among Us figures. Like,
but it's the same thing like the with the Ninja Turtle
Turtles.
ones.
yeah.
And
But there's not much they could have done to this to Nendo
No,
it
but
up,
they look great. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
honestly, if you're not into Nendroids, but just like the game, you might really like that anyway.
Mhm.
So,
And they weren't very expensive. I think. I mean, granted, I got them from Ami Ami, but I think I paid $30 each for them. So I imagine in the States
Nice.
they're probably like 40.
it's kind of like the SH Figure Arts Pac-Man was not
Mhm.
that expensive.
Yeah. Should have come with a bunch of costs. I do agree. They do have a retail line, but they just look kind of cheapy because the hand plugs into like their side, so you can't have it without the hand, or there's a giant like fucking square cut out where their kidney should be. And those ones come with accessories. I just want them to do one that comes with like the alien mouth, so that way I can. Oh, I guess it goes like this. So that way I can have like one of them murdering the other one, pointing, and then the one in the middle dead. So after that, since we just talked about all the retro bullshit, check out this week's episode of the podcast, youtube.com/Modern Toy Fair, where we discuss if retro nostalgia is bad for collecting. And it's bad for my wallet because I got this bad boy technically last week. And of course, Beast is probably my favorite X-Men. And I had to get two because I had to open one. So... And most people already know this if you subscribe to the channel, because I already have a Let's Pose video and a review of him. Oh, and his glasses popped off. Were you going to say something, Nate?
I was just going to say I saw one of those great, every once in a while the internet comes through with like a fan casting that you're just like, yes, that makes so much sense. Somebody pointed out Beast would be amazing for Matt Berry to play, and I would totally be down for that. So... if anyone out there is not watching what we do in the shadows, you're missing out big time.
Jake sent that one to me, and I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah.
The other one I kind of wanted, and I don't know the actor's name, unfortunately, but a dude from Matrix and John Wick. In Matrix, he's Morpheus.
Oh, yeah. Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes, I think he'd be a fantastic Hank McCoy.
But he's already Bill Foster.
Yeah, but if he's Big Blue and CGI, who cares?
Yeah, that's true.
He literally showed up to have a fucking giant man like discussion, and that was it. It's not like he's gonna be coming back.
Why don't we do new Morpheus?
I haven't seen the new one, so I don't know.
Because isn't that the guy who's going to be Wonder Man, though?
Oh, yeah, it's the dude that was the blue dude from, I can't remember the name of the fucking show. The Watchman? Mr. Manhattan, yeah.
Dr. Manhattan.
Spoilers.
Dr. Manhattan. Fucking paid a lot for that fucking degree.
Spoilers. And you do see his dick. I'm just putting it out there.
Fucking, whose horse is that?
Yeah. And he's Wonder Man, so he's already going to be in the MCU.
That's fine.
We tried.
Yeah. So these next two are courtesy of the drug mule Jarmar and the wonderful Wesley, who was nice enough to sell them to me for a very good deal, and that is the Retro Rogue.
Nice.
On the beautiful orange card. And
looking nice.
Retro Gambit. So now I just need to get the white costume Storm, And
That shouldn't be too hard.
yeah, she's not very expensive. I'm just pissed. I have been to so many conventions since I've been back. No one fucking had any of those. They're all the last most recent wave of Spider-Man or the first wave of Spider-Man. And I'm like, where are the X-Men, you fucking pricks?
How important to you that it's closed?
It has to be in the box. That's the whole premise of my collection of those. Like, yes, I know you want to sell the unboxed ones, but I do not want the unboxed ones. I thought both Rogue and Gambit were still retail on the Target site. Not to my knowledge. I'm sorry. What is this?
I told you I opened it though.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
It's open from the bottom.
Yeah,
I was gonna say you can literally just have it.
I can't do it though. I appreciate it, but no, I can't.
It's you can just have it is what I'm saying. You know what? I'll put her back on the shelf for representation. You know what? She's gonna go on my Black Panther stand.
You should, because they banged.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. I really do. But I would know that she's open, and that would bother me. And so I just can't. Where was I? That's right.
Gambit is still online.
Oh, on Target's website? Oh, shit. I had no idea.
Back in just case you guys
If only Storm was, because like I said, I've been to multiple cons and no one fucking has any of them. It's all just the current wave of Spider-Man or a couple of the expensive ones from the first wave, and it's just like, cool. Glad that you're got so much cool stuff, bro. I also got sexy shirtless Ronin. So.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Okay. I feel like I'm tripping. But yeah,
I did show this off on Saturday, because you were talking.
Oh, that was behind the scenes.
No, that was on Dave's stream, because
they were talking
about like, oh, that last Ronin figure is so sexy, and you're like, oh, let me get mine. I'm like, well, he does that. I have the sexy shirtless one here on my desk.
That's right.
So that one I did get to show off. It was just simply, not in a formal fashion. I did go to Target and find the retro carded Amazing Bagman figure. I was not going to get that, and then I saw it in person, and I got inspired to do other things. So I now have a generic robber, because I put the Bagman head on it, and
that's the hood is a good figure.
It really
for just general.
It's fucking perfect. Like,
yeah.
Such a great figure to just do as a generic fucking villain, or generic fucking criminal or dude walking down the street. Like, it's great. I mean, the head that comes on the figure, I mean, it works if he is a bad guy and he's like getting.
Plus, you get the dildo gun effects.
True, you do get those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought this was it like clicked in my head. I'm like, how's no one? I've not seen anyone do this yet, and there probably has been someone. I'm not saying I'm an original by anybody. By any means, but I haven't seen anyone do it, and I was like, holy fuck, that's perfect. And I came home, and the first thing I did is do that, and then I threw the body in a fodder pile that's probably just gonna get sold as a bundle at some point. Do I have anything else loose before we move on to the fun stuff? I don't have all of them, but Vasco Toys, who does my dioramas, he did another prop set, and this time it was for like an AC unit that goes on the rooftop. And I got that.
Oh, very cool.
And I did a little review of that on the channel today, since we didn't have a rerun of Onlyfigs. But like, you can't really see it, but dude did an incredible job. Like, that shit looks like it's fucking some rusted metal.
Oh, I have it so small. That's right.
Holy rusted metal, Batman.
So this next thing is really exciting for me, and it really, like, we got monetized back in May. And that was a big deal. Like, that was a huge milestone for us. This, though, I feel like is a bigger milestone, at least to me. And that is because Valaverse reached out to me after watching an episode of the podcast and then going through our channel and finding my review of the Scarab, and decided to send me a bunch of figures to review. So the first thing I got was this little like gun and accessory pack.
I have that. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, because of some like blast effects and a bunch of guns, which is awesome. Then I got the Delta Trooper,
Noise.
which is just like a generic guy that you can add some of the armor packs to. We got Desert Rat, who, I mean, I guess
I love that box.
the box is cool, and the figures.
That
kinda
is
cool
the
too.
old Action Force logo, so that's really
Oh,
that
I
whole.
I didn't know that was an
that-
existing thing.
Yeah, so when they released GI Joe in England, they used some of the stuff for Action Force. Palatoy used it, but initially they were 5 points of articulation figures, but they came in packaging that looked like that. Later on, it expanded and became more GI Joe like. But yeah, and as far as I know, he actually outright purchased the name, so he owns Action Force now as a name. So it gets to use that, which is cool.
I had no idea. More you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send
Um,
you a little bit of information for when you do the reviews. That way you don't sound like a dummy.
I appreciate
I've
that because I
already
probably
recorded.
will. And I know I haven't. I intentionally have kept these boxed because I want to just
Yeah.
do that all in one day and have like a fresh.
Yep.
Because the big thing is in my review of the Scarab, I mentioned that like the joints are a little stiff and you have to heat them up. And he said we've improved that, so I want you to see it. No more heating up. And so I was like, okay, well, I don't want to mess with them until I review them. So that way,
Yeah.
I can right there live on camera be like, oh, it bent and it didn't break or it didn't, fight it or anything like that. Yeah, this guy's kind of cool. He's very British, both in like he's got a little patch and his face. He just looks like a British guy. I don't know how really to explain that without offending a bunch of British people and somehow.
I'm already mad.
Then we've got the Garrison Cavalry. This guy's pretty cool. He's got this like Knights of Templar helmet, which was very random, but also kind of badass at the same time. Guys, I'm gonna fall off of my laptop because it's at an angle. Then I have Trigger, who I'm not convinced is just Greg Cook. Jamar might not know him, but I feel like Nate might. He's a toy hunter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Gregory Cook,
You do?
Yes,
what I
do
call
know that.
him.
Do you?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
No, like this dude 100% looks like Greg Cook, and I'm just like,
That's a cool looking figure.
and
I've seen people take pictures with him and stuff like that. He's cool.
yeah. So I'm just like, I almost feel like that has to be something because he's into this line, he's into Joe's, he's into like military stuff. So I almost feel like that was like kind of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge moment, kind of like some like the Plunderlings did a Floosh Blue figure and called it Floosh. And the last one, and this is the one I'm most excited for, and it's kind of ironic because it's an exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store. And I was telling him how I was about to order a bunch of these, so he sent me one, and that is the Night Ops Steel Brigade.
Oh,
And,
nice.
like that one, that one's probably my favorite out of the group, so that will be saved for last. So if you are watching this, I will let you know I'm going to review each of these individually. I might combine the weapon pack and the first guy, but I might not. We'll see. But those will be the next essentially 5 to 6 weeks of reviews on Mondays will be right there. So keep an eye out for that. Real quick. Yes, milk it for all it's worth. Wes wants to know, Jamar, how many times you thought about playing God of War while we've been doing this? Jake, no, the best part
I'm
of
actually
AC,
playing right now.
The AC set did not come with those pigeons, Jake. Sorry to disappoint you. I've had those for a while.
Are those the pigeons from the TMNT?
No.
Guys? Oh. I think it
No, the pigeons I have are from a Mezco Gomez release.
You should put a porg with him too.
But I took some pictures of just this like by itself for the review, and I was like, well, what can I fucking do to spice it up? So I put the pigeons with it because I thought it was funny. Well, Jake's wife is obsessed with pigeons, so I was like, this one's for her, and sent him a picture.
Do they watch the Mike Tyson mysteries?
That's a question for Jake. I don't know, Jake.
I'm asking.
Do you and your wife watch Mike Tyson mysteries? We'll find out here shortly.
It's pretty.
Go ahead.
It's pretty pigeon focused in places because one, there's a character named Pigeon, and two, Mike Tyson has pigeons in the show because he has pigeons in real life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jake did say, yeah, we've watched it. So I guess
It's good stuff.
That probably was a big selling point.
This must not be.
Modern Toy Fair is finally a legit toy stream. they are getting free shit, right? Like that's why I said I feel like that's a big moment,
It
specifically
is.
for me.
I got a in my prior time with figuratively speaking, Bill from Fresh Monkey Fiction sent me a test shot of the one of the Eagle Force figures, which was awesome.
Nice.
So I actually have a really cool, unique piece that not a lot of people have. So that was I know the feeling. So I'm not trying to like jump on your train there. That's awesome. It's awesome.
It's cool. Just be like, hey, we all get free shit. Don't be so excited.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
They watched an episode of the podcast, which featured, possibly me.
It didn't. I'll tell you that right now because it was the Mezco episode, so it was just me and Nate. So sorry, you don't get to ride the hype train at all.
No, what I'm saying is that it was our talents that got noticed. You know what I mean?
Our collective.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
that made him a fan of it.
Probably didn't watch any episode with me as a thumbnail. So.
I mean, I'm not gonna. This is gonna sound terrible, but YouTube's racist, and no one watches the episodes with you as a thumbnail.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know.
All I know is I feel bad. I literally the other day I was looking through the content page of
listen,
YouTube.
Toy guys like to identify. They see a chubby white guy with no hair and a beard, and they go, "Oh, yeah, this seems up my alley."
But so here's the thing, though. Like I would alternate between me and Jarmar, and I've started doing it less, and I feel bad. But if you go down the list, every episode of the weekly stream that didn't make it over 100 views, Jamar's the thumbnail. There's one other episode in the past 2 months, and that one ironically was Nate.
Learned anything.
That one was ironically Nate was the thumbnail, and he had one that only made it to like 86, and I'm just like, YouTube is so racist because even like I not like I made the titles more interesting for mine or anything. Like I did my best to try to make it as enticing as possible because I wanted the whole fucking show to work so we get paid. But yeah, I'm looking at him like mine at least.
I gotta
like
do
120.
that. I gotta do that thing where like we gotta all do the thing where we cross our eyes and stick our tongue out, but I can't cross my eyes. So
well, you cross your eyes, we'll cross our eyes. You stick your tongue out. How's that work?
Okay, I don't know that really works.
Here, you stick your tongue out. I'll cross my eyes, and Jamal will ooh.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
That'll get us views.
That gets internet boys, right?
Oh, I just didn't know if that was like a trend or something.
I mean, that's what e-girls do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said you're gonna ooh. You gotta go the trifecta.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that way, I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I'll have to have like half my face, half yours, and then I'll have like ooh woo of Jamar's face in it.
Yeah, how would you capture an ooh woo?
That's why I said I'm gonna write ooh woo, and then I'll put your face in it, like in the letters.
He'll be like over the shoulder.
Yeah, ooh woo. Or I'll put his face over the shoulder, but I'll get rid of his eyes and mouth and replace it with like an O, and a W for ooh, or a U, and a W.
Oh.
Yeah.
What else do you got?
That's it until the end, so it's Nate's turn.
Okay. All right. So I will try not to take a lot of time. I don't have a ton, but I do have
fix for my hot tub.
Here you go. First off, I'll show this. I found this I think almost 2 weeks ago. So this is Studio Series Ironhide from the movie, 86 movie. I didn't even I saw a post on Instagram that these were showing up in Canada, and then the next day I found it at Target. So I was pretty pumped, but I haven't opened them yet. So, as is usually the case with me. And so, a couple of things that I wanted to show off. Yeah, I mean, most of these are kind of internet cool items. So the next thing I got was this. So I had ordered this quite some time ago. Yeah, this is the Transformers G.I. Joe mashup Megatron as the Hiss Tank Transformer. I love this because the box perfectly encapsulates both properties. So, like, this is how old G.I. Joe boxes looked back in the day. Mm-hmm. And then these were how old Transformers
That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, and then like what you would do is you like slide it open from the middle, and it's like has this.
Oh, yeah, that's open fucking it up. Cool.
Yeah, so I already opened it, but I'll show you the box. The two sides come off, and then it says Hasbro on the front, but then it has G.I. Joe Transformers crossover, and then it has Top Secret. So, first thing, I did not know this was going to come carded. So that's kind of cool.
Oh,
I don't really have
shit.
any use for this, so we're going to see what happens to this. But this is basically a redo. We'll see. I'm sure somebody will want this more than like the exchange, because somebody probably would just want this and not the Transformer. Looking at so the reason I wanted to show this off first, one, because it's neat. It's kind of cool that it came carded. I just don't have any use for a vintage style Baroness like that, because I have a vintage Baroness. And if I'm going to display it, I'm probably going to use a modern Baroness, because this is a pretty badass looking Megatron. This is not just a corny looking. Yeah. So this is pretty cool. Now, I will say, if you've seen any reviews to these, which Michael doesn't have this, so Michael hasn't reviewed it, and Michael's the only one we watch review things. So he's a little hollow. Like you can see on the back, there's not a lot going on. But I mean, that does help with the transformation process. So for him to turn into a full scale Hiss tank like he does, you need that. Now there is an extra part. What did I do with it?
That explains it, because Mulhorb said he bought it and thought it was flimsy and returned it. So
yeah, it is. It does seem that way, and I don't necessarily disagree with him at all. I think you can clip this like back this way, so Baroness can ride on the back if you want to. For the price, because this was like $80, but yeah. But just looking at it from the front, it does look really, really cool. If you're gonna display it, you're not really gonna show this part off, but I get it.
I mean, maybe they want to show off his booty hole.
More of a back hole.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a booty hole. It's really just more the back hole.
That's where the poop comes out, is that big ass hole.
Well, he doesn't really poop.
Hey, listen, I watched the Michael Bay movies, and that one pissed oil all over that dude. So
they did piss.
They clearly have some sort of bodily fluids.
Yeah. So keep it on that.
If you're pissing, you gotta.
Not necessarily.
Keep it on that Transformers train. I did get the first of my PulseCon purchases, but I didn't open it. So this is the Rise of the Hero. So this is Alpha Trion and Orion Pax, which, if you don't know, Orion Pax is Optimus Prime before he becomes a Prime.
Oh,
and
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was the whole thing.
Orion Pax.
Yep. So before he became Optimus Prime, he was Orion Pax, just like how Hot Rod became Rodimus Prime. So an Alpha Trion is like the leader, like the ultimate original Autobot. He is the one that started it all.
So wait, what was Optimus Prime's name before he was Optimus Prime?
Orion Pax.
So
right.
How does that turn into Optimus Prime? Like Rodimus Prime at least makes sense, because Hot Rod, Rodimus.
Mm-hmm.
But like that doesn't.
I guess
that would make sense for Optimus.
Orion Pax, Optimus. I don't know.
That's a big stretch. I don't know.
I think maybe
I don't disagree with you.
I think just Rodimus Prime was just like, I don't know. That was an accident. They probably didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't think.
Yeah. I'll show this off real quick. Just it's toy adjacent, but I realized I didn't show this off. So this was the Mondo release.
Oh yeah.
Of the Masters of the Universe Revelation soundtrack. So we talked about Mondo a couple weeks ago. Link is in right here.
Yeah, for YouTube on Twitch.
Yep.
We'll put it over here maybe on YouTube.
But the cool thing is this is a limited edition, and like you open it up and it does come with this cool pop up.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Man, if what I was gonna show off wasn't gonna be the thumbnail, that would have been the thumbnail right there.
Yeah. So, but this is sexy. I did really like the music in this. Bear McCready, he does awesome work.
Did you order the Mondo Battle Cat?
No, I have to draw the line somewhere, and as much as I think those Mondo figures are just chub worthy, I have opted not to get any of them. I have optimist not to get any of them. So, and then my last turtle cartoon figure.
Oh, you're not gonna buy any more?
I can't see it happening. With what with what is out now, I didn't get the neutrinos. I'm not getting those. I didn't get the old collector versus young collector. I didn't get the Rock Soldier other thing. And then with what they showed off at New York, I just don't see that. Like,
Again,
You don't want the Rocksteady and Bebop gang with the large lady and her friends?
no,
You
I'm
sure?
good. I think I think I might
I
buy
change your mind
Tammy.
once it comes out.
I think I might buy Tammy Titty. We'll see. That one might be all right, but just as a general rule, I don't think so. But I got 2 little Hasbro figures and then one kind of big thing. Not big, but it's kind of cool. So I do want to show off this one in her awesome pose here. Yeah. So this is Black Panther, allegedly.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So this, I ordered this like the night of last week before we would have done the show, and then it shipped a couple of days later. I was shocked. I thought I was pre-ordering it for like next year, but she shipped. So very cool. She is out for the movie, I guess.
Look like, how do you know it's a she? I'm confused.
Oh,
I think it's Chadwick. I think Chadwick was able to do some work before this movie came out.
Maybe if he has some work done.
Yeah.
Chadwick got a. Let's not make that joke. But he did get
I was just gonna say he got a boob job. I was like, where were you going with it?
Just move that.
Well, I mean, clearly that's a booty.
I'm sorry, guys can have booties too.
That is very true.
I literally make jokes about him in the reviews every week. When I go turn him around, I was like, oh, look at that booty.
I mean, everyone has that.
Here's a figure I never thought I would have, and it brings me such great joy. In fact, I actually got rid of my collection because it didn't get made, and then it got made, and then I had to backtrack. But I now have
my God,
Yellow Ranger.
I forgot about that.
So yeah, this was part of a 2-pack. I guess this was a Boom Studios tie-in. There was a female Red Ranger, which I guess was Trini. This was some other guy. But a friend of mine wanted the Red Ranger, and this was like the most easily done trade in the world, because I have wanted the male Yellow Ranger for a long time. For if anybody who's never heard me talk about it, I really enjoyed the Super Sentai that the original Power Rangers was based on, which is Jew Ranger, and Yellow Ranger was male. And
which is surprising to me, because like the big thing about Power Rangers was that they just reused the footage from the fight scenes. But in the American version, it always seemed like the Yellow Ranger was a girl even in those fight scenes.
In the second season on. First season, no.
Okay.
First season, they used all the Sentai footage, but they basically used up that footage, which is why then the White Ranger comes in, because the White Ranger is from a completely different show.
Oh.
Altogether. But then they shot a lot of, the company in Japan shot a lot of specialty footage just for Saban, and that included a Yellow Ranger female and the White Ranger involved, and some of the monsters and stuff, because they ran out of monsters to use too. So some of the monsters that they're called, what do they call it? This is going to sound terrible, but that's how you pronounce it.
No.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna let that go, because I don't want to be a
just type that
in this situation. Yeah,
I just want to know what you were gonna try.
Well, you can say that one when we're not on air.
I'll say it how it's spelled, which is Zoo Ranger. It's not how it's pronounced.
Did you say that earlier?
He did. Ranger.
Okay.
I did.
I was saying, I heard it too.
Footage,
that's why I was so confused.
It's Zoo Ranger, but the footage is called Zoo 2 footage. Don't make me say that. I just feel weird. I don't think this is the right time for it. But yeah, they did a lot with Zoo 2 footage that was done for the second season on, and that was all created by the same company in Japan, but specifically for the American audience. Because Sentai, that particular season of Sentai was in, I want to say 90 or 91. So by the time, it had come back around again, the show was already on its next 2 incarnations. So the final thing I will show off here, this is my favorite thing I got this week. And this came from Mezco, of all places. A Mezco exclusive, but it is the 5 Points Excel, so don't get too excited. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't excited anyway, but I was confused.
Yeah, but so I got
Oh,
the
see, that's more
Oh,
exciting.
that's right.
Yeah, so let me show you this. This thing is awesome. So say what you will about the 5 points or whatever, but this thing is great. So the packaging alone is amazing. So you slide the slipcase off, and the slipcase. Let me do this right. Oh, I got to turn it around, but that's spoilers for what's inside. All right.
Is it Mothra?
Does it come with the twins?
Yes. Well, I'll have to hold on and see if I could get this damn slipcase
Well, he
off.
does that. No, Mahorb, we did. None of us got the Mojo 3 pack.
No.
Mojo Jojo?
I would have bought that.
I would
pack.
get
That's
the
what-
Mojo
yeah.
Jojo. Yeah.
Give me Powerpuff
okay.
Line.
So then when you take the slipcover off, it
Oh,
actually
it's the
mimics
box.
the box. Yes. So then you open it up, and it opens up. Let me take the figures out real quick. Be a little
I have
spoiler.
to say, the things that you get have the most elaborate.
Yeah.
Like, why do I not get boxes this
And
cool?
I'm just so jealous.
Yeah. So this is made to look exactly like the little box that the peanut. That's what they were called. The peanuts. To stand in. So you actually do get both. They come with 2 different heads. I actually opted for the 2 different ones. You can kind of see one is singing, one is standing and not singing. I would play the song, but we'd probably get copyright flagged.
Maybe if you just sung it.
Now, the coolest part is what also comes with it. Now, Michael might not like part of it, but you do have then Mothra.
That's fucking cool.
Is it?
Right. So it is flocked, though.
What?
Oh.
Places. Yes. Because, I mean, of anyone, Mothra should be flocked.
No, nothing
So-
should be flocked ever.
Best
Yeah. Well, what I'll tell you right now, Michael, is that their coat/shaw is also flocked, and so is their hats. And you have to pull them off if you want to change out the arms. And right now I can see like white dust going off of it. So I'm not really going to change this again. I'm probably never going to change these ever again because I don't want it to wear off. But yeah, they're flocked. But so is Mothra, especially on his little caterpillar body. But I mean, I know these are 5-point XL, but I mean, come on. Look at how amazing this is. The detail. The wings do move, so it's fully articulated. You can have it do its thing, which this is totally different. And I'm glad I still have this here because this is not a re-release or a variant or anything like that, because the Mothra that came in the Destroy All Monsters set was just the caterpillar.
Yeah.
So this is Mothra, so is this. And the other cool part, if you want to do it, so it comes with its own stand, obviously, but you can actually take the little plastic part out. It's got this little clip because the clip will
Hooks onto
fit
the-
right onto the box.
That's fucking
So
cool.
you can have it, just on the box.
I have to give to
however you wanna
Mez. He
display.
doesn't know how to release figures regularly, but
Yes.
man, that's fucking incredible.
Well, I mean,
Yes,
that's like
and-
2 years of research and design right there. So.
Right. I love this set. When they first announced it, it was amazing. I bought it immediately. I think that was like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I also did get, you won't see it until probably next week, but I also got the Godzilla Hedorah set that they released, but that was from Big Bad, and I sent my pile of loot, but it's still processing, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But that was it. I was really jazzed to get that. There is such a plethora of amazing Godzilla stuff coming out. I don't know what's going on because I've always heard, horror stories about Toho and how difficult they are to deal with. NECA had all kinds of problems. They couldn't release any other monsters but Godzilla. Then comes along Super 7. Oh, we're going to release Destroyo.
Everything.
We're going to do,
Yeah.
Mecha Godzilla. And then they've done
Melted
all these
Godzilla.
reaction ones. Yeah. And they're doing all these reaction ones of all these different monsters and stuff like that. So,
And Mezco's doing these, and
yeah. And they did a Hedorah set, and they did a Destroy All Monsters set, which includes, there was 2 sets, 4 monsters in each set. Only one was Godzilla. So,
I don't want to promote hate for NECA, but I'm
Mhm.
noticing a trend
mhm.
that they have these lines and these licenses, and they're like, oh, they're being so difficult and making our life hard, and we can't do anything. But no one else seems to have those problems.
It is weird. I'm not gonna say they're lying, but
Well, maybe
it
it's
just
'cause
seems
of,
like
like,
other
the
companies
scale.
will pick up these licenses later and then be like, we didn't have a problem.
Yeah, well, we could fucking nut on Godzilla's face and they'd let us release it.
Yeah,
Like,
which and I'm not even really I'm confused at how this even works, because this essentially is reaction. This is
Mhm.
5 points of articulation. It's the same idea. So, except reaction is cornier looking, I
Yeah.
guess, whereas the 5 points is
yeah, that's
a little
5
more
points
detailed.
look nice, where those look
Yeah.
more retro. So like, it's like going
Yeah.
vintage collection versus retro collection.
Except Vintage Collection has tons more articulation. But
Fact.
that's
Well, I mean, the 5 points have more than the retro, right?
no, they have 5 points.
Oh, well, never mind.
It's in
then.
their name.
I can't
No,
believe you didn't know that.
I thought
Jeez.
the retros didn't have 5 points. I thought they only had 4.
Oh, that might be.
Because I'm pretty sure the retro figures and the reaction figures just have forward arms and legs, so that'd be 4: hip, shoulder,
And a
shoulder.
head,
Does the head move on those?
I think.
Oh,
I don't know where my one went, or I would have. I don't know where it is. But that's it. My Mothra was my last, but it was. I love that. I love that set. It's very cool.
awesome. So we are on.
I don't
to...
know if the website still has them.
Probably not knowing
I don't know,
Mezco, because they sell shit so far in
Probably not.
advance that they usually.
And that was like a year ago.
Yeah. Time for my big, exciting reveal. I got another Hot Wheels Bluebird.
Yes.
The X-Jet.
Oh.
I'm so excited. I got this.
Nice.
This is the only good thing about the Akron Comic Con. No, I did forget to show that off though. No.
It's not like you just broke it.
Oh, that's because the stands on the Hot Wheels stuff are real dumb, because it just like sits in the little peg hole and it doesn't really stay. So you fucking bump it or sneeze and it like falls off. You can just sit on the floor. Yeah, Beast, just sit on that. That's cool. So, as promised, I did say that, Saturday was gonna be the big reveal of my Selfie Series figure, unless you follow us on TikTok, which I know most grown-ass men who play with action figures don't. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta do it for the brand, and I damn well do it for the brand. So we're revealing it here on the show instead, because we need to. So it did show up.
It.
Yeah, because I bought it. So we did get it. It came with this. I really like the packaging. I like the little like digital and the colors. It's really fun. But then it's just a slipcover. And boom. So I went with the Ghostbusters.
Boom.
Because I felt like the Spider-Man body was a little too realistic. So I wanted to tone it down and go with Ghostbusters.
Tell me ghosts aren't real?
Well, I was saying that I wanted my body to look more flabby so no one would be jealous. Because the Ghostbusters
Spider-Man's ripped.
Yeah, that was the joke. I'm not actually ripped, so it wouldn't be that accurate if I would have went with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Come on, Jarmar. I fucking home plate and you couldn't get that. So
wait, what was the there was a big character in X-Men. Is it the Blob?
The Blob.
Fuck you.
Wasn't it? No, I'm just saying I saw it on Reddit. Was it?
Blob is getting a figure.
Okay.
For the,
yeah, so it was like,
he
finally I have a body for my Selfie series, and I thought that was funny.
Oh man. But yeah, they are finally making Blob again after he was like the very first Build-A-Figure they did fucking 20 years ago, however long it's been. But yeah, so the box is pretty cool. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't do this for the fucking windowless packaging, but whatever. I mean, I guess people steal, but I guess they've proven they're going to steal either way, so why does it fucking matter? Yeah, so it's obviously probably not going to focus.
Now, did it come with glasses, or did you do the glasses?
I did the glasses.
Okay.
I originally, and I did get I went cheap and I found someone who was 3D printing them for like less than everyone else, and then regret it because it came in and it looked like shit, so I just never showed it off and it's just sitting in a bin somewhere. But these glasses are from the Mezco Jim Gordon figure, because I had some extra heads because I painted one to have like old like gray hair and stuff like that, and then I had an extra one. I was like, well, I'm keeping these glasses for that purpose. So I did add the glasses myself. They do not come with glasses, but there are other means if you don't want to fucking pay $20 for a Jim Gordon head to get glasses. They also have the Baroness figure has glasses that are pretty normal looking. And there's some other figures out there that also do it. Mattel has tons of figures that have glasses, I'm pretty sure, from like managers and shit throughout the days. But since I know you're not gonna be able to see the greatest look at it through my webcam because I have autofocus turned off because I am very fidgety, and if I move around, it would be autofocusing left and right. I do have the picture. Well, no, but here's the thing: if I leave autofocus on, I go like this, and it will go trying to like find me. So I just leave it off. So I do have the picture I took pulled up on my phone, hoping that's a little easier to see. Maybe nope.
And see that actually, well, it still helps. It does look like you there though. Like you can see it.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of blown up.
So how do you feel about it? Like
I'm super happy
it
with
looks
it.
pretty good. Yeah, I've seen some real horror shows.
I have, yeah. I was scared because it was literally a 50-50 shot. I had seen some that looked incredible. I had seen some that looked terrible. And then obviously everyone's pictures of the process looked terrible as well. I literally only saw one person, my buddy Spiros. His looked fucking great in the app. And everyone else's looked fucking like nightmare fuel. I'm happy with how it turned out. I know a lot of people want to shit on it, and a lot of people are going to call me a shill for saying it turned out great. But here's the thing that you aren't keeping in mind. You want one that looks high quality, like you're going to fucking put it on a Mezco figure. You're going to spend $300 to get that. I cheaped out and paid like $150 for one, and it turned out like shit. So I'm out $150 for.
You ended up getting that?
I ended up getting it, yes. That's how I know it turned out to shake shit. Yeah, it's because I never showed it off because it looked so bad that I was just like, fuck it.
So your $60 selfie series looks better than
yes, it looks better than that one. Yes. So you have to keep in mind this is a Hasbro figure. This is a fucking G.I. Joe, a Marvel Legends, a Ghostbusters, this is a $20 figure level quality that you're paying to have your head made for. So if you
25,
whatever, you know,
25 to 30,
$30 figure, $30.
I mean,
figure.
honestly, when the price jumped to 80 at one point, I was like, but the $60 price point is not bad.
Well,
the
price never officially went to 80. There was that.
It was incorrect.
It was. Well, I think what it was. I think because after you pay for the shipping, it's almost 80. It was like $75.
Well, not for me. I'm a premium member.
Oh, look at you! 1%.
50 would have been like a perfect price point for me.
Just $30 to ship the hiss. Why not spend $50 for
fair.
Premium membership and then get free shipping the rest of the year? That was the only reason I did it, because I was not going to do it again.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so like you have to look at it from what you're getting. You're paying for a Marvel Legends style version of yourself. You're not going to get this incredible likeness. Hell, most of the actors in the MCU's likeness, it doesn't look like them. You just show us Kamala Khan and it doesn't look like the actress. But then you showed us She-Hulk and it looks better than the fucking TV show. So like it's gonna have that effect. And when it's doing, like, those are all sculpted faces. Like someone is in a 3D program making those faces. This is them scanning your face and just trying to match it. So it's not gonna be anywhere near the same level as that. But if you want one that's gonna fucking blow you away, you're spending $300. So you have to accept that. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But to shit on a company because, for $60 it should look better. No, bro, you don't understand how things work. Go pay a third party person to do it, and then tell me how great it was to get this for $60.
We don't want to go on a whole tangent here, but I do think that's funny. So many people like with the vintage collection, the little play sets and stuff that they come out with. And like they get all mad because it's like $50, and they're like, "Well, I'll just have a customizer 3D printer to do it, and I'll pay $300 to get it." And it does look
incredible.
Absolutely great.
Yeah.
It looks incredible. It was also $300, and I spent $50, and I got something that looks okay.
Yeah, like that's the thing you have to go. If you want that high quality, then you're gonna shell out the money for it. But if you're content with paying for a Hasbro figure, then you're going to get a Hasbro figure. And that's what I paid for, and I'm happy with it. It turned out better than I expected. I mean, and it's funny because I made the joke because before I added the glasses, everyone was like, "Oh, it looks kind of weird." And I'm like, "Well, so do I without glasses, so it's even more accurate."
I mean, when you're used to looking at somebody for so long,
you kind of look like a Marvel Legend. So I mean,
I mean, I've been going to the gym, so I can see it. But no, and this thing came like fully stocked with like accessories and shit. Like I expected it just to be the figure.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so like I opened it and all of a sudden these little packs of shit fell everywhere, and I'm like, what's going on? So I got a proton pack, I got the little energy effect.
Wow.
And I don't
You didn't
know,
even get that on most of the Ghostbusters for the first wave. Only
right?
Winston came with those.
And I am 90% sure I've already lost it, but it also came with Egon's little thing with the bars that come out to detect the ghosts.
Okay.
So
You
$60
can maybe
bucks. I got a
Yeah.
figure,
A
3
full figure.
accessories, and a custom sculpt or custom scan of my head. So like,
I'm curious what you get with like some of the other bodies.
now that is,
That
I'm
seems
curious
like you
too.
hit a jackpot with the Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
might be, because I think
Spider-Man, you're not gonna.
I
get,
think with
like,
the
you know what I mean? Are you just gonna get like one web effect, or like what all would you get? With
maybe
that?
extra hands.
extra hand. Maybe you get like
Yeah.
fists
Whip
and
hands.
whipping hands, and maybe a web effect. And then
Yeah.
Iron Man, you
That's
probably
not
get
a
like the
proton pack
thrusters.
with like the
Well,
dope
true,
The
but
X-wing
Yeah.
X-wing pilot, you would get the helmet, you would
Mhm.
get the blaster. So I mean, it's
it's on.
yeah,
It's
you
on par
you
with what you're
probably
getting.
Would you
got
get-
the most,
Yeah,
but that's because that's that figure.
yeah. So like, yeah, some figures you're gonna get more than others, it seems.
Same
But
price.
realistically,
Mhm.
yeah, you're gonna get whatever that figure probably would have came with if it had been in the normal line. So
Yeah.
like, it's not like you're just getting this is all you're getting. Like, you get the whole
Right.
thing. The other thing I think is cool, and I didn't render in my head that it was across all the figures. With they chose wisely with what they wanted. So if you take off the head, which I'm not gonna do, but the neck is just black. So he's got
Okay.
like a turtleneck armor. So that way, no matter what skin color you have, you don't have to worry about it not matching the figure
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's smart.
Because like, I mean, realistically, the other ones like Stormtrooper and Spider-Man and Iron Man won't have that problem. The pilot, in theory, would have. So I imagine that probably is the same thing.
Dickies for the win.
Yes. But yeah, I one thing I will say is, if you intend, because I'm not keeping it on this body, but I'm probably gonna get myself like a different, maybe like a Mafex figure or something to put the head on, because it's a little smaller than some of the other Marvel Legends heads.
The Ghostbusters.
Mhm.
Oh, I was gonna say, because the Ghostbusters themselves are smaller.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is.
So-
So make sure if you want to have it interchangeable, you pick what line you want it to go with. Like if you want to put yourself on a G.I. Joe body, you better get Snake Eyes. If you want to be in the Black Series, pick the Stormtrooper or Mando. Marvel Legends, pick Spidey or Iron Man, because this ball joint is smaller, the head is a little bit smaller, which is perfect because if I'm putting it on a Mafex figure, Mafex is a smaller
What
size too.
are you looking to put it on? Have you thought about that?
I'm trying to figure that out, because like, I don't necessarily want to go superhero, but the only other options really are suited characters. But I'm thinking if I get a suited character, I can probably take the rubber jacket off and put like a soft goods jacket on, and just do almost like a the hood type thing.
What does your name tag say on
It
the figure?
says rookie.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing I was like, oh, okay.
How
So
blown away would it have been if it said Michael?
oh my
Or,
god,
I
that
guess
would
in that case
have
it
been
would've
incredible.
Is it last name? Where's his first name?
It's
I don't
last
know.
name, Stance, and
Zetamore.
yeah, so it is
Yeah.
last name. That's okay.
Spangle.
Originally, I was expecting it to just be blacked out, and I was like, oh, if I do decide to keep it on that body, I'll just have like Podong like paint my like Toy Fair on it, and then maybe put like a little Modern Toy Fair logo on the shoulder or something. But I don't think I'm gonna keep it on that body. Like, it is cool though that they included all those accessories, 'cause I did not expect that at all. I expected maybe the proton pack, but that was about it. Yeah, so I'm super happy with what it turned out. I feel bad for anyone who did have the misfortune of theirs turning out badly. It seems that it mostly comes down to, like, the ones I see turn out the worst are people who have a lot paler complexions, because theirs turn out super pink. Like, I saw a few people with red hair who's just like, theirs looks like they're fucking got a sunburn or something, because their face is super pink, and it's unfortunate.
Just return it? Or there's
I don't know
No,
what their
I
policy
can't.
is. They have because like originally there was talks that they were going to keep your likeness for like 30 or 90 days or something like that. I'm assuming in case there was a mishap, so they could try to correct it. So I don't know if it's a situation where you can contact them and be like, hey, this didn't turn out well, and maybe they rescan it, or they like do something for you and just send you the head instead of sending you a whole figure or something. But I'm not sure how that process would be, because they had to have something planned, because there's no way that you go into something this risky without some sort of backup plan. Because there's no way you're going to get away with just be like, oh, sorry, all sales are final. especially when it's sight unseen. You're fucking looking at
Right.
a shitty 3D scan of your face on a 3D model. You can't really like go into it
Right.
and be like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna expect to be happy with that. But yeah, that's it. That was the big
That's
reveal.
the show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I know some people are probably more excited about my little X-Wing. Or not X-Wing, X-Jet. But I'm excited for both. But I just need to figure out what's...
It's not even an X. It's more of a K. Not even really that. It's more of
an E. Or...
Yeah, I guess depending on
They
which way
also
it's
come with extra hands, so you can have them holding hands too,
Oh.
if you want to. But those are upstairs.
I mean, you lost me with the flocked anyway, so I was already against it.
Yeah.
I would bet a ton of the problem stems from lighting on the scan. Yeah, that is a very big chance that's probably the case.
What? The customer could be at fault? Come on, it's always Hasbro's fault.
So I'm not gonna lie, I 100% fucking used this lighting when I did the app.
That's what
Well,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
you should.
Yeah.
You
Right
should.
lighting.
You should use as much lighting as possible.
Yeah, I went full. I'm like, no, we're doing the studio lighting. I am not taking any chances. But the process is weird because it struggles because it tells you to go slowly, but then it goes faster than what slowly is because it goes, listen to the prompts, turn your head slowly to the left, and like you get like mostly there, and it's like, all right, back to the middle, and you're like, oh fuck, okay, and then it's like turn right, and I'm like, not even to the middle yet, and I'm like, shit. So I was expecting my face to be stretched out or something, but it figured it out. So, yeah, if you haven't done it,
Awesome.
and...
I'm now more curious. Like, I wasn't going to because I saw a lot of like not great ones. So I don't know. I even have this Ned body. I could probably put mine on.
I briefly debated if I would have gotten the Marvel Legends instead of the Ghostbuster.
Oh my god,
it's still terrifying.
This
weird.
This is kind of what I looked like in high school. Like
tiny head, big
tan
body.
arms.
Oh yeah.
You stuck your head in a bag and went to a tanning booth.
Yeah. Because I'd mow a lot of yards. I'd have a hat on.
Oh man. But yeah, I briefly debated
It's
if I would have chosen Marvel Legends, I probably would have bought that 2-pack to put it on the Peter body. But now I'm debating getting the Peter Parker.
Good laugh there.
But now I'm debating on getting that 2-pack because I kind of want to use the Peter Parker body for Stan Lee. Because I never realized that literally is his fucking go-to outfit: khaki pants and a fucking sweater over.
I should dig up. I gotta figure out where my Stanley is and swap it on there and see what that was.
Right now, mine is
that sentence. That sentence.
Oh no! Oh no!
Stan Lee,
what?
Don't do it.
You're gonna dig up Stan Lee. Anyway, but yeah, mine's right there. He is currently, his head is on the J. Jonah comic book body, so he's got like the rolled up sleeves and
that's a good
tie.
one.
I took off the vest though because I saw someone do it. I'm like, I like that, and it's like he's like right in the comics and shit. Because I also bought the old Spider-Man movie J. Jonah desk, so I could have him sit there with some comic books. I went at Michael's. They had little miniatures of like pencils and shit. So like I'm like, yeah, I've got all sorts of plans for that. But
nice.
I'm debating on getting that Spider-Man or that Peter Parker body instead, because that would be perfect.
I would probably wait to get another like special or sale because I bet it's
gonna fucking drop on Black Friday or something. So I'm not buying it right this second. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to get clearanced out or something on Amazon. Because I'm sorry, I have no need for Ned because I'm not using it for the Peter Parker. So why would I have it? So if you want another Ned to make a creepy ass fucking
to put on my Selfie Series head. I'm not quite that big, but like it's close enough. Like
minus the extremely tan arms and neck.
Yeah, well, you know,
so uncomfortably weird.
All right,
am I making you uncomfortable?
No, it's just uncomfortable. It looks
the head that you have on that body is uncomfortable.
Oh,
yeah, it's just
creepy.
So weird.
Because he's also got that smile. Because you start off with when he was Captain America. He's like, he's so happy to be Captain America. Now it's like, oh no, now he looks like an abomination, and he's just like, kill me.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Please kill me.
All right. Well, it's been an hour and 20 minutes, so let's wrap this up. As always, if you enjoyed this live stream, please make sure to follow us. We try to be here every Wednesday, 10 p.m. ish Eastern Standard Time. check us out on YouTube. That's youtube.com/Modern Toy Fair. We have the weekly podcast. We have reviews. I'm trying to do the Let's Pose videos every week now as well. We have top 10. We're hopefully going to have a video series where Nate tears apart the Super 7 Ultimates line to piss off as many people as possible, because that'd be just entertainment for me, if nothing else. And probably get
I'm going to have to find somebody who has them, the rest of them, because I only have the
unfortunately,
the OG
your
10.
one friend has already threatened to murder you over it, so I'm assuming he won't let you borrow his.
Yeah, probably not.
Borrow what now?
The Super 7 figures. Because he's
mine are all in box.
I only have the OG 10.
Oh, that's right.
You know, we'll just do a 10 episode series. It doesn't have to be a fucking weekly thing. Yeah, that just sounds like entertainment for me, especially because the hate comments that are going to come through. So it's just going to be an algorithm fucking storm. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter @Modern Toy Fair. Check out Jarmar. It's metal.tv/Jarmar Games. You always laugh when I did it. I'm doing it right.
I know. It's just I like that you have to say it. That's pretty much.
Oh, okay. Because you don't do the podcast anymore. We tried to bully you, but you were like, no.
I'm just.
And you don't stream anymore either. So
kids.
We had to.
Well, you could end this, but the problem is that I'm playing on PC now, so it's harder to stream. It would be more taxing on my console or my system to play and stream at the same time.
I feel like that's how all people do it, though.
No, they have.
I feel like most streamers play
computers
on PC, but
they have a separate computer for streaming.
I think maybe the big ones do, but not the normal ones. I don't think any of the normal ones could afford two $900 PCs.
I'm telling you.
I know people who stream and they use one PC.
Have you seen their stream?
Yeah.
If it ain't quality, I can't do it. You know.
Oh yeah. Hey, you were on this fucking show when it was the news for a year.
Well, I'm not putting out the product. You are. That's the difference.
Well, you said you can. Never mind. Anyway, yeah. So check him out on that. Nate, what you got for us?
In all seriousness, I want to do a small plug. I got to experience a movie the way that they should be experienced, and that is going in completely cold and blind. And I had the best cinematic experience, I think, of the year this weekend. We watched Barbarian, and
dude.
Listen, what you got to do if you've not heard of this movie and you like scary stuff, don't even read the description. Don't read anything. Just rent it from Prime or watch it on HBO Max or whatever. Get in the dark. Don't look at anything and just watch it. And it was so great not knowing anything going in. And I was unnerved from minute one. And I like I said, it's probably my favorite movie watching experience of this year. So, but you have to go in cold.
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for the bit. Like I really I thought that was leading. But that's just it. That was the thing.
Yeah,
I thought he was luring us in. That was a Nate move to be like, in all seriousness.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you know going in what it was about? You saw it in theaters?
Nothing at all.
I mean,
it's great. It's
dude, so many. Oh God, yeah. So
keeps you guessing, and
you have no idea, and you just from the get go, you start formulating what's going on, and I don't want to say anything more. It just go in completely cold and watch it and have a blast.
Even if you're not like. I don't know. I feel like it's a cool enough experience that even if you are afraid of like scary movies, this isn't like
it'll work though. Like you'll.
Yeah. I think it's just worth like watching.
Yeah. It's just so rare to have something like that where you get to be surprised.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And Jake's going off and loving every second of this in the comments because he is a big fan of that movie.
It's great. Apparently one of the guy that directed it was from The Whitest Kids You Know, which I was never into. In fact, they made a movie that I absolutely hated. But whatever, like he can make a great movie.
I love that fucking show.
Yeah.
The whitest.
The Whitest Kids You Know. They have some fun.
It's like a 20 mid 2000 sketch comedy show.
It's very much it was kind of like college humor is the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like it's a bunch of bits they like.
Yeah, and it's definitely. I think it appealed younger than I was at the time, even. Which I mean, this was like 15 years ago, so I would have been like late 20s, early 30s. But like I also love The State from MTV in the 90s, and a lot of people don't like that and don't get it. And so sketch comedy it's subjective, like all comedy, but even more so, I think, with sketch comedy. So, but yeah, I mean, the dude made a fucking great movie. So.
Yeah, Jarmar, look up Whitest Kids You Know. They have some fun.
Jordan Peele used to be on Mad TV, so are you going to hold that against him? That guy makes fucking great movies. So.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right. But hopefully we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.
I got to do this. I don't know why. Why did I get this?
No? Okay.